It's so much fun to do. Oh boy, I can barely contain myself. So I'm just watching some news, maybe some fear mongering. I don't know. I'm taking it as truth. You know what I mean? I'm watching right now how the Trudeau government gave $9 million as a grant to a cricket business. Now, not the sport cricket, the bugs for our nutritional. Fucking like Canada, wake the fuck up. This is a WEF agenda. The guy in charge of the WEF says he has penetrated our fucking prime minister. They want us to eat bugs. He's given our fucking tax dollars to make it possible for us to fucking eat bugs. Holy fucking stupid fucking world we live in. I can't fucking contain myself anymore. I don't know. I got this fucking trauma. I just want ripped the fuck off my shoulders. It's a brain battle. Knowing I have to fucking live with all these twisted fucking lies and nobody will fucking face me. Come on, little me, face me, you little fuck. It's in your best spiritual fucking interest, bud. Let's start laying out the fucking lies you've ever said about me. Let's get her on. Let's do a fucking show on yours. You can fucking try and cut me off any fucking way you want, motherfucker. Let's go over every fucking lie you ever said about me. Oh, you like Carl. You fabricated fucking stories. Never would talk, you little fuck. I'm out here trying to help you saying, hey, watch what the fuck you're doing, asswipe. You're only doing it to yourself. You ain't fucking hurting me. You're only hurting yourself. I want what's best for you. And you continuously want to fucking hurt yourself because you're all full of fucking stupid. Fuck. Hey guys, this is a problem over here for you children. Well, yes, Carl. We see. You're crazy for wanting to change that. There's nothing we can do. We'll just protect it in the fucking house. Oh, fucking brilliance. Just fucking brilliance. You know, I always say to myself, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I here? Like, but then I'm like, oh, God tells you to be here because if you can't fucking learn from the best, you know what I mean? Narcissism at its fucking fullest. Like, this is like, I want to tell you guys a story. You guys let me know. You guys let me know because you can't hold on to people's bullshit anymore. Like, it's fucking deflection. Anyways, so I thought I could have a discussion because my wife is so concerned with women. Like not the women in women's sports or protecting women in bathrooms or that sort of stuff. Just their body, their choice sort of stuff. You know what I mean? So I say, hey, I don't know if this is all the evidence or not, but let's watch this fucking Candace Owens show about Conor McGregor. Because a woman just got $250,000 when it looks like a fucking scam. Well, even if it is a scam, he deserves it, right? Well, why does he deserve to pay for a crime that he didn't fucking commit? Wow. Well, he's done it to other people. You think so? I said, I don't know. I said, there's one thing that well, it wasn't big public news, but supposedly there was a woman that jumped off a boat because Connor was trying to attack her. You know what I mean? Her car blew up and a bunch of other stuff. She dropped the lawsuit. So it just kind of made me wonder, like, what's going on? You know what I mean? But in this instance here, I think you should be charged, you know. But anyways, I tried explaining the story because she wouldn't watch it. And I'm like, this woman has a boyfriend and a kid. And she got picked up by Conor McGregor because, well, she was showing him sexy outfits and stuff like that. There's some footage, and it just seems really weird that she could get a court ruling. If this stuff is real, she could get a fucking court ruling for $250,000 because, well, she can put on a fucking little performance and cry and dance and do whatever it takes. You guys will have to go look at the show because, well, even the person, her friend that was with her, makes this girl look guilty of trying to just get some money. I mean, she wanted to party, and it turns out she didn't just bang Connor either. It was another guy too. You know what I mean? You have to look into it. But my wife's like, well, he deserves it. And I'm like, why does a woman who fucking lied deserve $250,000? I said, to me, the only fucking victim in this whole fucking thing is Conor McGregor's wife, or whatever the fuck she is. But really, she's not. When you really think about it. So I say to my wife, I say, like, if you look it over, this woman looks like she's a fucking whore. If you're gonna cheat on your fucking boyfriend and then do this kind, like, what does she think getting picked up by Conor McGregor? She's got a kid at home, a boyfriend, like, like, where they just go in the motel for, like, just for a talk. And that's my wife's like, well, a woman has the right to, even if you're in the middle or just about to, she has the right to say no. And I'm like, yeah, a woman always has the right to say no, Joanna. That's not what this conversation's about. I think she willingly, and then, well, got caught, and then gets paid for it. I'm not, no, I don't know for sure not, but I wouldn't want to be that woman talking to God. You know what I mean? Was it worth a quarter mil? If it is a scam, you know what I mean? But my wife, this is the thing. This is the thing that really fucking bothered me is I went on because I think if you cheat on somebody, you're a whore, whether you're a man or a woman. I think less of you. You know what I mean? And my wife was getting so mad that I was using that name whore for a whore. Why are you getting so upset? Just because somebody cheats doesn't make them a whore. Well, yeah, they're supposed to be with somebody and they're fucking somebody else. There's got to be a reason for it. You know what I mean? Either they're paying themselves with their insecurity or, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just thought it was weird that she thought if this, I'm like, Joanna, this isn't even the first woman that fucking tried to do this to him. Like another woman went to do it and then they pulled fucking video of her fucking like going right into the bathroom with the man, whatever, you know what I mean? But hey, this is a different world than what I think. This is not good world. You know what I mean? Like Conor McGregor's wife is an insecure little bitch. She gave her life. She did everything for him to make it. And then when he does make it, she's not enough for him. And she's okay with it because she's getting paid. They have an arrangement. Born in vintage, they have an arrangement. That's not a marriage. In it to win it. Gotta get paid, gotta get paid, gotta get paid. Just gotta get paid. It don't matter if we gotta lie or do whatever it takes, you know what I mean? It's like Johnny Dagburn, he sold his soul too, for so little, you know what I mean? Like, what is he really getting out of this? Oh, he's world famous with that fucking channel of his over there. Hey, Vintage, could you imagine if he woke up one day and the world was fucking watching him? Hey, Jennifer, could you imagine? Dagburn gets his wish, world fucking famous. Everybody's paying attention, and they're really watching to see who he is. They want to learn. He wants to tell people his story. Yeah, tell him, sweetheart. You know what I mean? So, this is what my wife thinks. Like, I seen a video yesterday. I can't remember if I posted it to my ex or not. Like, you don't even know it's fucking real anymore. You know what I mean? It's this guy that said he was a doctor, an abortion doctor, and he did like 12,000 or 1,200 abortion. I can't remember exactly the number, but he's like, out of all of those, like, I think it equaled out to like 10, like the incest ones and the rape ones. He said maybe like 10 out of like 12,000 or whatever it was. I can't remember. The numbers were pretty low. I hope I posted that video. But that's one of the things my wife thinks that, well, anyways, my whole thoughts are you have free will. Do as you fucking please. You know what I mean? I just people wish they knew that there was a God and you have to fucking pay for what you do. You know what I mean? And then you have to determine, are you doing anything wrong? You know what I mean? But here's the thing. Like I try and use common sense with my wife. And she's like, if a woman doesn't want to have a baby, she shouldn't have to have a baby. So I'm like, okay, Joanna, but why is a man forced to have a baby? Why can't he say, hey, that was a fucking one-time thing, sweetheart. I don't fucking want a kid with you. And I'm not going to be financially responsible for a fucking child, especially when you told me you were on birth control and you fucking lied to me. So now you can collect my fucking money. You know what I mean? Why is it that you want women to have that option to 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 have no responsibility, but a man does have to have responsibility? And I shit you not, her response was, he should know before he sticks his dick anywhere that it's his responsibility. I'm like, for real, you don't understand how the woman shouldn't be just as response and I just don't get an answer to me that fucking like, I think men should be responsible for their actions, and I think women should be responsible for their actions, and they should have to deal with the responsibility of their actions. That's my personal opinion. You know what I mean? But if you're gonna have it one way, why but women are oppressed these days. I'm a poster boy for fucking male chauvinism, I guess. I don't fucking know. Misogynist. I don't fucking know what the fuck is wrong with women's heads today. I have no clue. No clue. Taylor Swift is in their fucking heads, I think is the problem. You know what I mean? Can you imagine thinking you're one of the chosen ones and you gotta break all these little Swifties fucking hearts and well, because I think it doesn't make it real, but what if it's real? What if Taylor Swift is there to implant stupidity into your fucking brains? Would you still all love her? Like, when it's found out that I'm chosen and you guys get to see, like, I get it. Like, Creek Squad, see what the Swifties are all about. You're all the same. You're the same sort of protect Taylor at all costs. Protect Rai Rai at all costs, even if he sounds like a fucking blithering idiot. You know what I mean? But so so those are two things if you guys can answer, like, should all responsibility be on the men and the women just get to decide? Or like, does that make me a mental like, I don't know. But like this is the one of the things that gets me because she always says, well, you say this person says good things, and they're a chauvinist, like that Andrew Tate, right? And I'm like, hey Joe, evil people say good things. They do. They really do. Like, hey, I think Bill Gates is really evil. I think he's deceived everybody with his niceness. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, to say some good stuff. But anyways, one of the things that really gets her all popped up about Andrew Tate, because there's some fucking real vitriol and hate there. Like I know I hate Taylor Swift. I just want her to stop fucking soaking people's brains with stupidity if that's what she's doing. You know what I mean? Like, but one of the things Andrew Tate says is that men should look for a woman that hasn't been around the block a million times. You know what I mean? I mean, I would want my boys to date a nice girl too, rather than one that fucking gets all around. Well, a few baby problems over that. You know what I mean? Like, shouldn't you want better for your fucking son? No, she gets pissed off. She takes it personally. Hey, I wasn't the fucking before we got together. I wasn't the. Then why are you taking like everything worked out for you? There's hope for people that got around beforehand. Why are you holding on to what fucking Tate's saying? But instead, she takes it personally. You know what I mean? But then again, hey, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. You too, Darky. Not my Thanksgiving, bud. We already had ours. But I hope you guys have a good one. So here's the thing narcissism will fuck people's brains up. That's what I'm fighting. Like, hey, listen, after the first time getting locked up against my will in the hospital where my workplace got me, the ones that had me on my deathbed, they got to fucking anyways, the rest of them were my wife. And the way it first started was so what happened was is I realized nobody was who they said they were. And I had questions from our past and I brought them up. She didn't really want to answer them and it just caused fights. So one of the things is that she said, if you had a problem, you should have said something at the time. Then I could prove myself. So then we just had this episode last weekend, right? Where things weren't adding up. Like you should be able to ask the questions. It doesn't mean anything bad's happening or something's happening. You're trying to, there's a reason why you want to ask the questions. But when someone refuses to answer the phone and this and that and comes home at 5 a.m. in the morning when they have to be up at 8 a.m. to get on a fucking train to go to a Taylor Swift concert. Think you have the right to say, what the fuck? Can we please grow over this and fucking ease my mind? Doesn't mean you did anything. Ease my fucking mind. And then the shit you get back. This is what narcissism is. How dare you fucking say that about me when I caught you at a hotel with a girl? Oh, did you? Yeah, you caught me talking to a girl at a hotel. Hey, in fact, you never would have known she was in my room unless I fucking told you. Nothing fucking happened. I was trying to talk to her, and hey, Joe, you know nothing happened because you were there that night. But hey, like I've always said, you want the girl's name? I can get it. We can both go and talk so you can fucking end this bullshit. But that's what it is. Deflection. And not something that's not a thing that she knows. Gonna throw it out there anyways to make me feel bad about something that I know didn't fucking happen. But she knows that too. But it's something to hold on to, you know what I mean? It's gross, really, to not give people their answers. So many people are being hurt right now by fucking the ones closest to them. And they don't even know it because these people will do everything for you. Everything. Just to control. And if you don't think or you start asking questions, they're not that nice person anymore until you come around and start thinking right. This is why so many people are fucking mentally fucked up. They don't even know what the fuck is going on. They feel bad about themselves when they've done nothing because somebody fucking treats them like shit. Like, here's the deal. Vintage. I've always said to myself, like, you are fucking smarter than this. Get the fuck out of here. But like I said, God always tells me, no, stay right where you are. And it'll happen right in front of their face. And you didn't do anything to them but love them and try and talk to them. Can you imagine Vintage thinking that about your family? The ones that are supposed to love you the most are just can't get enough of hating you. I know you have Vintage. But here's the deal. I'm doing all this suffering so I can learn, right? You have to learn what's going on. You have to learn how they operate. You have to bring a story so people can see, you know what I mean? I've been asking people for help the whole fucking time. Nobody could help me. I'm like, hey guys, the last time the police were here, because I had to call them because I got locked out of my fucking house. They were told right in front of their face that if I left, my doctor was getting a phone call. And she was calling my insurance company. And I'm like tugging at the cop going, do you see what's going to happen if I leave? Hey, bud, do you know that fucking the last time I was in the hospital, I had to have a court case that could have destroyed my fucking life where I had no say over anything? What the fuck? You guys have talked to me enough. What the fuck have I ever done or said or been delusional about to fucking get me to that fucking point? Like, you guys are the fucking cocksuckers driving me to the hospital. Fuck, like, holy shit. Hey, did you guys not get it? The last time you drove me to the hospital, that she'd been charged for fucking assaulting me. Should you be dragging me to the hospital based on her fucking word? You fucking retards. No respect for the cops. I don't. I'm fucking losing all respect. All respect. This is the thing. The world's gonna have to wake up. I seen Uncle Will doing a thing because he's a spineless little fuck on Triple T. Listen, Triple T is a fucking piece of shit. Any man that could sit there and want to dictate what his kid did for a fucking living and be mad at him if he didn't choose what he fucking wanted and come out on fucking video and say that. I was mad at him. He didn't live up to the family legacy. He wanted to start his own legacy, be his own man. What a fucking ding dong. When I seen that, I almost vomited in my mouth. I was like, you fucking turd. You turd. But hey, he's the guy that runs from the same at least AD doesn't run from the question. He answers it with stupidity. Hey, Triple T, does it really make you a hero if you fought a war for some evil motherfuckers who didn't give a fuck about you or the country that you were fucking destroying for their own fucking they lied and manipulated you to fight against an enemy. It wasn't really an enemy. Oh fuck. I want to mention one more thing to my wife because she picks and chooses when to fucking stand up for women. I'm really telling you, I'm really fucking, I'm really worried about fucking where her womanhood is fucking at these days. So I say to my wife because I watched the PBD podcast. Listen up, AD. Listen, bud. PBD content podcast. You know who that is? Patrick Bet David. So he has this woman on. I have not watched, to be honest, I have not watched the full thing. I watched like I think it was a 12-minute clip or something like that, where the woman is talking about my prime minister's father, Pierre Elliott Trudeau. Now, this really hurts. This really hurts because regardless of what my wife says, I love women. My hero was a woman. And Pierre Elliott Trudeau, he fooled that woman. She thought he was a good man. I remember she liked him a lot. You know what I mean? And it turns out this woman she's talking about, was it a Rockefeller or was it a Rothschild? One or the other. She was a sex slave for them, a child. And she'd get them information and stuff like that. You'd have to watch it. But the clip about Pierre Elliott Trudeau, it's kind of sick and twisted. She makes it sound like he was a little morbid. But here's the thing. You would think a big podcast like that, PBD, he don't want to get sued or nothing. He's done his due diligence. Where the fuck is the mainstream news on this? Saying woman claims Pierre Elliott Trudeau was not a good dude. But then again, there's only rumors. I don't know. I think it's truth that Justin Trudeau had been at Penticton Farms. Now you have to go look that up for yourself. There's an affiliation there somehow. I can't remember. Like, like, hey, maybe Justin was bred to be this way. Who knows? Like, it makes you wonder because he's got an NDA from school, right? Like, maybe he doesn't. Maybe I think he does. And then I saw this video from girls that were on Epstein Island, and they said there was a prime minister there. Which one they didn't know. I just like to find out if it was mine. You know what I mean? Because he's been penetrated by Klaus Schwab. And the WEF, they're not good for us. What should scare everybody is who sponsors them. All the mega corporations, you know what I mean? You know, like I tried getting on here and talking about AD. You remember Mr. Christie's cookies, right? You guys had Mr. Christie in the States, right? Anybody can answer this. You guys have Mr. Christie cookies? Nobody wants to answer that. Well, anyways, we had Mr. Christie's cookies. Well, I haven't had Mr. Christie cookies in a long time. Well, I do like cookies, buddy. Look at me. I'm fatty. You know what I mean? Like, I'm more worried about my soul and my brain. You know what I mean? Than worrying about anything else right now. It's all I can take just to fucking, keep shit together. Thinking I'm the red Kachina and well, the world's fucking stupid and I need to help it. And like, could you imagine? AD. Like, these are not good thoughts, bud. Think about it. You think you're here to tell the Jews that they've been fooled and Christ is the way. The truth is the way. You know what I mean? And then you have to tell the Christians, you got the wrong idea of Christ. I don't like you got to work with them. It ain't a fucking free ride. You know what I mean, AD? Like that's not going to be a good time. And what do you say to the Muslim population? But then again, there's Muslim stuff in the Zohar, and is the Zohar real? Like, what's real, AD? Here's the deal. Everybody fucking makes fun of me because I tell the truth. I am fucking miserable. I can't handle the fucking stupidity. It makes me sick to my stomach. And knowing that children and people alone are being hurt that doesn't need to be hurt fucking drives my head insane. But anyways, for me being miserable, like the Bible tells you, hey boys and girls, if you fucking really, really love Jesus, this place is gonna hate you. It ain't gonna like you. It's gonna do everything it can against you. You know what I mean? They're gonna see that little light of yours and they're gonna try to extinguish it. You know what I mean? See, it's everyone's fault. See, we just got to give up on the stupidity. That's all. You know what I mean? You need to shatter that thing that you think is you, AD. You know what I mean? Just like I could help you if you wanted AD, but for some reason you think I'm the one with the demons. Now, no. To be fair to AD, but I reposted one of my fucking TikToks from like 2 years ago. I was looking pretty rough in it. But what I was saying, pretty fucking good. You know what I mean? Learning. It's what it's all about, bud. It, I put this, I don't know if she's spiritually any good or not, but what she says makes sense to me. The Hillsborough something or other. I put on my community tab. I tried telling you guys this before. When you truly wake up, like you'll have something happen to you where you're like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm like, I don't understand this. And then what's going to happen is your brain's going to go, "Huh?" like that. And you're going to think anything's possible, right? This is where we fail as society. I tried asking for help because I just started thinking anything was possible. I didn't leave out possibilities. I was coming up with some pretty fucking bizarre shit, but I always had reasons for it. You know what I mean? It just wasn't popping into my head. Well, here's the thing, AD. I learned a lot. Like, if you get high, if you're listening to a lot of Eminem, you start getting some weird thoughts, bud. You start thinking, hey, just fight her back. Just fight her back. She'll fucking learn her lesson. She fucking deserves it. You start thinking shit like that because you're listening to the Eminem over and over and over and over again, right? And while he has a lack of respect for Kim, so I've never touched my wife. Or what does tell you that? Well, I wasn't thinking about fuck. I need to do something to fucking protect myself. Like this is getting out of fucking control. And well, I was having some bad thoughts because well, I tried to ask my brother-in-law, what she thinks going on around here? Huh? Do you think that's a good time when your sister chases me around the house when I say, hey, I don't want to talk anymore? This conversation's going nowhere. But like it's bond. Like, well, you know what I mean? He can't just come out to me and just say, hey, she's a fucking psychopath. Hey, but if I tell you she's a psychopath and you go back and tell her, I live here, like, where am I supposed to go? You know what I mean? But it's a good time. But anyways, so the big thing in Canada, seeing that it's Thanksgiving, we got some American cheer over here. Donald Trump is threatening 25% tariffs on us. Now, I haven't looked into it. I think it's a threat. I don't know. But hey, like I said before, in order to protect their borders, they have to, because if Canada's not, like, I got to kind of sympathize, right? I mean, we had terrorists in Canada that were planning shit in the States. And there's plenty more terrorists all the time in Canada. It's a good time. It's a good time to be in Canada. You know what I mean? But then again, it's all okay. It's all okay. Our fearless leader, Justin Trudeau, he came out and said, hey guys, we fucked up on this immigration thing. Sorry, lesson learned. Like if it was a lesson learned, they would have sent someone to that Holman or whatever his name is. Your borders are saying, how in the fuck do we get this right? Because Canada's going to be the one that gets fucked because they're all going to start fucking pouring over to our fucking border because they know they're going to have to fucking leave your guys's. We should already have a man talking to that Holman saying, how in the fuck do we do this? Because we need to clean up our fucking mistake too. But here's the deal. I seen a video yesterday. She's an oldie. It's got the World Economic Forum in the background. It's a Joe Biden speech. If you guys think the border thing was just them fucking up, you should go listen to that speech. He clearly says, come on in, motherfuckers. But you'd have to go check that out for your guys' selves, you know what I mean? But so we got no fucking leaders in Canada. Trump, they just let Trump fucking wipe the fucking floor with us. Fucking bunch of beta pussies. Like, little me, this is how stupid we are in Canada. This is the most fucking dumbest shit. We send our oil to you guys to be refined instead of having a refinery in Canada. It's right near the source. Like, what we do makes no fucking sense. Like, no fucking sense. Like, hey, you want to charge us tariffs? That's no fucking problem. Hey, Canada, wake the fuck up. We don't need GM. We don't need these American companies. We could support our fucking selves. You know what I mean? We could we could be fucking way more innovative than the Americans are. They're fucking GM and Ford and all they're fucking stale. Let's get out of this. Let's fucking work for the future. Let's set the stage so that we got Americans wanting to buy fucking Canadian cars. You know what I mean? But we can't do that kind of shit because we just want to fucking play the game where everybody gets hurt. Like I'm with Trump. Keep the jobs in America. Not that we shouldn't have like some trade and shit like that. Like we are neighbors, and well, I know because pretty much every American I've talked to on here has made fun of me for being a Canadian. So can you imagine taking that up to God? Hey, what was your deal with the fucking Canadians there? You know, guys, that imaginary line got you. You thought you were better for some reason. I know. No, no. Your country was more powerful because you gave the power to a bunch of dipshits called the fucking FBI and CIA and never called them on any of their bullshit. Like, fuck. I'm angry because I don't like the way I live it there, little me. And it's up to me to fucking change it, but you know what I mean? That's what God put me here for. You know what I mean? Try and wake the masses, but they're fucking sleepy like you, bud. They no, no, no. No, God. I've talked about my country too, dude. Like, what do you want me to do? I talked about the Pope, I talked about the King. We're all fucking manipulated, bud. It's not just the Americans. No, no, no. It's the world that's in psychosis. You don't want to wake up and see what the fuck's going on to even ask the questions. You know what I mean? We'll just let our children fucking. That's another thing with my wife. I was watching a Matt Walsh video yesterday in the morning. She was still here, and it was about a gender affirming care. And we hadn't even watched the whole video. I was gonna go back and watch the whole thing. And she's like, Carl, it's not fucking happening. And I'm like, Joanna, if it is happening, I'd like to know because it's not a good thing. Well, they're not children are not getting these surgeries unless their parents Allow them to. I'm like, "Yeah, Joe, you don't see the problem there?" "Well, it's their kids." "Yeah, Joe, you don't see the problem there. Why should their kids have to suffer because their parents are mentally ill?" They've been made to think. It's not that I think they're evil, it's that I think they've been made to think that this is what's best for their child. Somehow they've bought onto this because there's so many fucking social workers and shit preaching this shit, and it's fuck, and these people are having kids that are shooting schools up and shit. These fucking people that are telling people how to fucking live, they're not fucking teaching their own kids right. Like, holy fuck, and we can't see it. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, Sly. What question do I have to ask myself there, little me? What questions do I not ask myself? I ask myself questions all the fucking time. "Hey, Carl, why do you fucking keep doing this?" Because the truth is worth fighting for, little me. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna take your sickness and mental illness on. I'd rather fight for what's right. You wanna stay mentally ill? Stay mentally ill, bud. I refuse. And it bothers you people for some reason. You know there's nothing wrong with me, but yet you try and convince me that there's something wrong with me. So much so you make up fucking stories. It's a really sad situation, little me, you've got yourself into. Fuck, how many times did I reach a hand out to you? Like, I'm about to fucking Carrie Sites you. Like, Carrie Sites, I don't ever wanna hear from again. I wish her the very best. You know what I mean? I know what she's up to. I know who she is, and I know the game she plays. She's a Marwood person who connected to my fucking TikTok, who sees everything because I tag her in it, but refuses to say anything. If you think I'm fucking mentally ill, tell me, show me where I'm mentally ill. But hey, Carrie, you turned your back on me. In fact, everybody has. It's quite sickening. There's very few on social media that have not. Well, Widow Wag Day, which is probably Marty Marr, but you hacked my TikTok, eh? Hey, Marty, if that's you, buddy, I feel most sorry for you. If that is Marty, because little me might be living in ignorance. You sit there and you preach about God and you fucking lie and will manipulate and try and get in someone's brain. You're a moron, bud. I wish you well, but oh my goodness, it's gonna be a rough time for you, bud. You know what I mean? Rough, rough. I know, Sly. I said a few people. Like I very, very few. And it's not like I communicate with these people. It's the same thing with you and me, Sly. It's just like, you know what I mean? I just do my thing and they don't. Anyways, Marty Marr, if you're here, The Gospel of Thomas, bud. No, it's not your bye-bye, but what you desire has already come, but you don't realize it. His disciples said, 2 dozen prophets spoke to Israel. They all prophesied your true nature. Jesus replied, you ignored who lives with you. If you have ignored who lives with you, Marmar? Huh? Who lives with you, buddy? Yeah, keep talking about my wife, bud. That's getting you. You are one brilliant fucking. You are, Marty. I feel sorry for you, bud. I honestly do. And you've spoken about the dead. He who knows this world has found a corpse, but he who found a corpse, this world finds unworthy. The kingdom is heaven is like a farmer who bought good seed. His foe came one night, stole his seeds, and then sowed seeds. I'll read the rest of this, but you do get this. He's like look throughout the Bible. Like, is that not saying, hey, if you find who lives in you, you're going to see this world dead, brain dead. You know what I mean? It doesn't want to do the right things. It's just fucking stupid. And tell me it's not stupid, little me. I've clearly shown over and over and over again how fucking stupid you are. You just refuse to take it on. You've lied about me. You try to paint a picture of me that just, well, quite frankly, if you took the time, then again. But yeah, Canada, fuck pussies. We should have a refinery. We should not be taking on the fucking United States system either. Hey, we're not borrowing from nobody anymore. And paying back money to somebody who doesn't have the money to give us. So fuck you. We're done with that shit. Hey, banks. All that money belongs to us. Now the banks belong to us. And well, don't expect any more bonuses because the money's going to go to all the people, not certain individuals. Then, then I'd be like, dear news, we no longer pay for you. Go change your bullshit. These are feeding us bullshit on our own money. Do you guys see how we fund our own demise, especially here in Canada? We pay for our, we pay to be manipulated. That's how fucking stupid we are. And we give CBC fucking millions of dollars worth of bonuses. And I'd like to ask, like, the CBC actually has holdings. Holdings. How do they have holdings when they're taxpayer funded? But then again, we're not smart enough here in Canada to go, hey, what's Justin Trudeau's net worth? Hey, Justin, want some words of advice? Your guy is doing really well for you. Maybe he could do well for Canada. Maybe it's time to fire Chrystia Freeland, who works for the WEF. You shouldn't be fucking double chumming it. You know what I mean? Doesn't that just sound gross? WEF working as the finance minister for Canada. And, well, our taxpayers' dollars, this is how stupid Canada is. We've given millions to fucking the WEF. Like, what the fuck, eh? Then I seen on the news the other day, sending like, I can't remember. It was a large amount of millions for children. Yeah, to help children in the Middle East. Do we not see that all our fucking money is being siphoned? Like in Canada, some guy just fucking got tossed out of parliament because, well, he pretended to be an Indian so he could gain a whole bunch of money. I don't think he was punished. We let these fucks walk away. You know why? Because our RCMP is just as fucking big of losers as the fucking FBI and CIA and fucking Pentagon. Hey, Tyler, do you know that your Pentagon takes your tax dollars and puts them towards movies and shit? They're involved in making movies and stuff. Fucked up, eh? Alright, I will. AD, you gotta give me, like, a few minutes. I'm gonna have a smoke and maybe a toke, okay? But, yeah, we can talk, but you gotta let me talk. We can't you can't alright? So, we got 3 people on here. If you want, head on over to AD.